I'm back! Alright, so here's the deal, guys. Today I'm gonna make a track from scratch, again, like I usually do on this channel. In 2021, I want to release a lot more music. I really want to get back to 300,000 monthly listeners. I haven't had that in a while, so that's gonna be my goal for 2021. So I'm gonna be doing a new series on my YouTube channel where I create tracks from scratch, basically, and the end goal is to send them to a bunch of labels and eventually get a nice release, like on a good label. Only 1% of people watching are actually subscribed, so subscribe, leave a like. Now let's get into it, shall we? Alright, so here's the deal. I got back home 2 days ago. I had a little Christmas break, you know, and I sat down, FL Studio, I created these chords, right? And this is something that I really want to continue on and kind of see where it goes. So yeah, take a listen. I know this is very soft and very quiet. But yeah, you can kind of tell like the vibe that I'm going for, right? Some kind of like, I don't know, this thing. It's very like Martin Garrix's anthem-y to me. So we'll see where I go with this. I have no idea. So I think we can start this track off like just like this, like pretty slow. And then we'll have something kind of building up. I'm gonna put some impacts here and stuff. I'm just gonna copy this entire thing and paste it into Labs, I think. I want to bring back my my Labs string thing sound. What's the shortcut again to like merge everything together? Glue. Ay. Sounds very computerized, but it doesn't matter. We just want it for the texture. Alright, cool. I feel like I want to do... I grabbed a guitar sample, like a couple of videos back, and I reversed it, and it just sounded really cool. So, I'm gonna see if I can do that again. Yeah, maybe. Might be a bit too messy, but we'll add some reverb. Take out some of the dry. Yeah, just have it like just another background element to sort of fill the spectrum out a little bit. And so here we gotta add some more power, right? So, because this piano is very like weak, obviously, so maybe I have to add one more piano. Big brain? Maybe. Sounds pretty cool, actually. It sounds very simple and uplifting. I love the break it does here. Because the bass note is just accidentally a bit too short for some reason. That sounded really cool. Let's add a bass and some chords and see what that does to the whole thing. Gonna open up Serum, and you guys know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to MJ Serum, Volume 1, link in the description. Gonna go for Moody Slidey Bass. Noobs call it Reese Bass, but here on this channel, we call it a Moody Slidey Bass because that's what it's really called. Just a cutoff filter on that bad boy. Cool little start. I'm not feeling like I'm not there yet. We need to bring in some more energy and emotion into this. So let's go for silent for once in a while. MJ Silent. Yeah, that's also in the description if you want to check it out. We're gonna go for some chords. Articulate. No, that's not it. I'm looking for a tool to turn these into you know? Chop. Quick chop. Are you serious? Control U, apparently. Alright, nice. So There we have some strumming, kind of. I want the plucks to be, like, super subtle. Like, you just want to hear that little... Just a little bit of pumping, like, ooh. Okay, so this ARP just fit perfectly. And it's a lot better with the cutoff on the piano as well. Maybe just add like a really soft kick, just like really in the background. Just like a sub like this. Alright, cool. Oh, by the way, would you guys be interested in a preset pack for Vital? If so, let me know down in the comments. And don't worry, there's a free sample pack coming as well. It works for a placeholder right now in terms of filling out the space where the vocal would be, right? So, I don't know.
12 seconds later.
So I'm gonna mute the vocal for now, because I don't love it. And before I get crazy, I think we have to figure out a melody and a bass line for the drop. Because otherwise we're not gonna get anywhere. So let's just place the piano right here. And we're gonna see if we can't find a melody for this. Melodies, they're always tough, man, because you don't want to go too cliche. You don't want it to sound newbie. I'm just gonna pick a pluck or something to start with. All right, blop works. Nah. I feel like this last part works. Because it fits with the piano thing, and I want to keep that vibe, like that fill vibe. I think we're onto something. I'm kind of liking this sound as well. We could use that for a lead. And once I remove the piano and replace that with like a groovy bass line or something, it's gonna change the vibe of the melody as well. So that's something to keep in mind when you're making melodies like this, in this way. Let's go for one more layer. Alright. So let's copy our preliminary bass line and open up another serum. This one could be cool. At this point, I like to add some reverb automations, not using Fruity P controller, to see if I can get a vibe going with some more life in the melody, and if I still don't feel like it's perfect, I feel like it's time to rework the melody. Yeah, it sounds cool, but it's... I don't know, this melody thing. As you can probably tell, I was very indecisive about the melody and the whole track in general. I ended up changing the melody so many times. And that's just the way it is sometimes. Making music is hard, especially when you're pushing yourself to make everything so perfect all the time. Eventually I came up with a version of the drop that I was happy with, but later I changed my mind again. So here's the first final drop that I made during this session. So here it goes. Personally, I like the idea of the melody, but I don't know. I feel like I should just scrap the drop and just start from scratch. I don't know. And that's exactly what I did. The first thing I did was I lowered the key of the entire track to fit with the acapella of Higher Ground. Because the chords really fit with that acapella, and I was like, yeah, that's a nice acapella to like have on this track or whatever. Then I realized this video is going to be super copyrighted if I include that acapella, so I tried singing it myself.
All this time keeps fading, feeling trapped inside.
As it turns out, it's hard to sing. So I wasn't gonna be able to use an acapella on this track, not a big deal. I made a completely new lead from a couple of presets from the Serum Bank. Then I went on to create some reverb automations. And a completely new bass line with new sounds. Sounds pretty good so far. Here are the presets that I used for the bass. Once the leads, drums and bass was in place, I started adding a bunch of miscellaneous effects and fills. Lastly, I also added a piano, and that's pretty much it. So in the first episode of this road to a release or whatever, in the first episode I made 2 drops in about 2 hours. I don't think any of these drops were that great. I think they have potential if I was to remake them or whatever, but ultimately I only like finish 5% of the projects that I start, so this is just like part of the process, right? Like for the YouTube videos, I make pretty much 1 track a week, and I never end up finishing any of them because I just don't think they're good enough. I guess that's the biggest curse that we as music producers are tied to, rarely being fully happy with something that you create. Sometimes it's because of the mix, the sound design, it can be anything. But sometimes fixing those things aren't enough to fix a track that's fundamentally not broken, but like not fantastic. So yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing on this series, because I really do want to release more music in 2021. And I worked really hard on editing this video, because I had to like record this for like 3 days and record new things and whatever. So a like on this video is really much appreciated. Anyway, sorry for stretching the outro so long. Have a great weekend, you guys, and I will see you next Friday. Thanks for your support. Bye!